President Obama called this weekend's nuclear deal with Iran a first step in preventing Iran from building an atomic bomb. Under this agreement, Iran said that it won't expand its uranium enrichment for 6 months. It also agreed to new monitoring. In return, the U.S. and its allies will ease slightly some economic sanctions that have crippled the Iranian economy. We have 2 reports on this tonight, beginning with Major Garrett at the White House. Major?
Scott, the White House got to work almost immediately on the next phase of these talks, the ones designed to end, not merely halt, Iran's nuclear weapons program. At President Obama's invitation, Israel's national security advisor will travel to Washington next week to play a key role in those negotiations. Facing skepticism from Congress and Israel, President Obama defended the deal with Iran as a victory for diplomacy over war.
We cannot close the door on diplomacy, and we cannot rule out peaceful solutions to the world's problems. We cannot commit ourselves to an endless cycle of conflict. And tough talk and bluster may be the easy thing to do politically, but it's not the right thing for our security.
Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu rejected the deal because it leaves Iran's uranium enrichment capabilities, and thus the machinery to make a nuclear bomb, in place.
Israel is not bound by this agreement. We cannot and will not allow a regime that calls for the destruction of Israel to obtain the means to achieve this goal. We will not allow Iran to have a nuclear weapons capability.
I do think it was the sanctions and the threat of military action that brought the Iranians to the table.
New York Congressman Eliot Engel, top Democrat on the Foreign Affairs Committee and author of a new set of tougher sanctions against Iran, wants the White House to keep up the pressure.
The Iranians are still talking about how this agreement won them the right to enrich. They don't have the right to enrich, and we need to make it very clear to them.
The president's advisors say a military strike remains an option if Iran doesn't live up to this agreement. But with economic sanctions being eased and a second round of negotiations beginning, that threat, Scott, appears more distant than ever.
Major, thank you.